Here is Miss Spathadia's physical examination.
Oh, how sweet. They even got you the Salvia Zopiclone patches. If the illusions get too real and you can't sleep, use them.
Okay, thanks. But I need to ask my coach if I can use it.
Don't worry, it's been approved by the Therapeutic Goods Administration of Campbell. The ingredients include salvia, mint, and a hallucination potion. They can neutralize the side effect perfectly. Actually, you're quite the lucky one, you know. That old map shows there used to be stairs where you fell down, with over 100 steps. Thank goodness you live in the right time. Otherwise, you would have tumbled all the way down there. In that case, no one can tell what you would vomit, fire, or maybe something even worse. Wait here. I need to get someone. A weirdo for sure, yet the best person we can turn to for this problem.
All right. I think that's the last thing I'd like to hear from a doctor. Would you just let go of my hand, Sheila? Or the good doctor here will have to cut this hand off later because of necrosis. I will. But can I hold it for another 5 minutes, please? I'm sort of nervous. That's right. Breathe in, breathe out. Then unbend the fingers. I'm also human, I feel pain too, sweetheart.
I can't believe how lucky I am. We haven't seen a living case for decades.
This is exciting. Thank you for letting me know about this medicine pocket.
Not at all, Ezra, my dear friend. See, I always keep you and your weird little mushrooms at the back of my mind. So, it'd be best if you could give them to me without leaving any records in Laplace's system next time. Anyway, we can talk about that later. Now, go check out the girl. She might be very useful for your paper on Arcanum.
Of course, I'll tend to her in a moment. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate your thoughtfulness. I've been waiting for this for too long.
What? Me? You mean me?
Certainly, Miss Spathadia. I came for you. I've been briefed on your case and had a basic understanding of the inner flame temperature and the fuel through the laboratory report. Here's a list summarizing all the conditions. It's still a draft, but please, take a look. Since your condition is stabilized, and as a teenager, you're still in a developmental stage, I'd recommend you to run a test which is more friendly and pleasant to your nose. Now, please blink 3 times at this dowsing rod and blow on it as lightly as possible.
What's this?
Oh, no, not like that. Just be gentle with it. Lower your voice so that you don't blow away the spores on the filter.
Okay. Blink 3 times, and...
And we're going to roll it up and fix it on the dowsing rod. Now time will do its magic.
Doctor, is there a cure for my head? Wait, is that the smell of mushroom?
It is related to mushrooms, and I'm not a doctor. Please forgive me, Miss Spathadia. I was so overjoyed I forgot to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Ezra. I'm a human researcher at the Laplace Australia branch. My research is mostly on the diversity of local mushrooms and fungi. I'm very thrilled to meet you.
You're not a doctor? Just a researcher. And a human? And you're working on mushrooms?
That's right. It's a shame that I didn't become a member of the arcane study team, but I'm equally interested in mushrooms. I enjoy this job.
You here to treat me, which means I'm not a descendant of the red dragon, but that of mushrooms? I'm a fire-breathing mushroom girl?
No, I'm not here to diagnose your abnormality, Miss Spathadia. You're perfectly healthy. Your brain CT result looks normal, and I can see you're in good shape. In a stricter medical sense, you're almost one of the healthiest people I've ever seen.
Finally someone has a sharp eye. So the truth has been unraveled. There has never been any illusions, nor is anybody putting on some strange, absurd, fire-spitting show.
But she did not lie. Please, take a look at this. According to the analysis, the core of her fire consists of an obsidian gravel that has 22 evenly distributed layers. This is no modern thing. It's old, dating back thousands of years.
What? What do you mean? Whose side are you on?
Have I made it difficult for you to understand? Well, you'll know when you see it. Please bear with me for 5 minutes. Have you heard of the reincarnators? It's one of the Arcanist lineages, a rare kind. Since this power can only be randomly triggered, and its manifestation could happen anywhere, anytime, and in any fashion, it is hard to identify them when there is one. The most well-known case must be Dorothy of London. She fell down the stairs in her own house and lost every vital sign. But she woke again and became the ancient Egyptian Bentreshit.
You're not saying that she's...
Miss Spathadia is a reincarnator. Those so-called illusions are not a result of any brain damage. They were once real. It's her past. Based on the past cases, she'll go through a period of mental turmoil. That could be short or longer than anyone could expect, but eventually, she will become herself again, the old self.
But how is that possible? Everybody knows that the reincarnators are just some lousy made-up tabloid stories.
That's right. Sensationalism. That's the mainstream opinion about the reincarnators. In Dorothy's case, her experience of learning Egyptian and her career as an archaeologist also caused controversies over her true lineage, which is understandable since people haven't seen a reincarnator in years. But at the beginning of the 20th century, when Dorothy fell down the stairs which decided her fate, Laplace Scientific Computing Centre established its Australia branch, carrying out studies of local fungi. The fungi study is a brand new direction, and it has been secretly developing next to the public since, like the Australian honey fungus, growing without getting anyone's attention. The facts will speak for themselves. Please allow me to prove it to you. Medicine Pocket, could you please turn off the lights for us? Cheers. When we talk about reincarnation, the real question behind it is whether the soul exists. Because the soul is commonly considered to be the essence of what makes a person who he or she is. If a person dies, his or her soul will return to the ever-circulating network.
Network? What network?
A theory developed from Riemann's on the hypotheses which underlie geometry describe the world as an eternal, vast, invisible yet ubiquitous net.
And as the news story described, a reincarnator is a miracle where a soul disappears from point A and shows up at point B without any clear reasons.
Exactly, Miss Verdon. I'm amazed that you know so much about the reincarnators. That report described the reincarnators as incomprehensible and spontaneous. But the truth is, we've never gotten close enough to observe and study them.
Huh? What's the shiny powder on my fingers? Gosh! It's like the neural network I read in the textbook.
You have a sharp sense. You arcanists never cease to amaze me. The latest studies have shown that the working mechanism of mushroom flora may be similar to the brain's, and we have made some progress from that. This is why the study of mushrooms is important. It enriches our understanding of the reincarnators, for they are hard to find.
You mean these things floating in the air? Mushrooms?
The Australian honey fungus, the mushrooms living beneath the ground. It's a pathogenic gem that causes roots to rot. It was first discovered in a eucalyptus plantation in southeastern Australia. At the end of the 1970s, Laplace researchers who intervened in the local environment protection found that, unlike other fungi which reproduce through the spreading of spores, the honey fungi spread by the growth of their underground mycelia all over the forest.
You think it's like that invisible net?
Yes, a net hiding underground, in which you see an object disappear at point A and magically emerge again at point B. The reincarnators are very similar to Australian honey fungus in this aspect. And with her breath, a small amount of her saliva, and the dowsing rod, we will be able to find her net and map her movements on it. And when her gaze emblazes the Omphalotus nidiformis,
Omphalotus what? Isn't that a ghost fungus?
yes, the ghost fungus, the mushrooms that glow in the dark. They're called chinga in older times, which means spirit and soul, the sparkle of ideas in human minds.
If the mushroom has simulated Spathadia's net, then these two light spots are
The one closer to us represents the current Miss Spathadia, and the farther and brighter one is what put her through the changes now.
So, that's me in the past? And I will gradually turn into... Huh?
"5 minutes. We are right on time. Miss Desert Flannel, how do you feel?"
Damn it! If she's so badly injured, how much would the compensation be? Is this how my life will be? Being heavily in debt?
Miss Desert Flannel, you're nibbling at your nails. You will get hurt from it. Please stop.
Me? I'm fine. Are you talking to me? You were saying?
Yes, I was asking how you're doing. Did you get my drift?
I think. Well, I know it's highly unlikely that this little girl was hatched from a dragon's egg, but is it possible that she's just some kind of uncommon lizard? You know, the really ancient ones? Anything but a reincarnator.
But what you said doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? There was fire coming out of her mouth. And my only family here is a pixel emu. Does it make sense to you?
I don't follow. I know this is not your fault. It's just your Arcanist nature taking over. It's very normal if you got too carried away by your emotions and became delusional and hysterical. Please, take my hand. I was once trained to help Arcanists calm down. Now breathe with me. In and out.
Me? I'm not hysterical.
Hey, what do you know about Arcanists? You're not even one of us.
Everyone.
Please, believe me that I meant you no harm, Miss Spathadia. I was only trying to help.
Help? How? By calling us delusional? There's nothing I hate more than humans like you saying that others are over-emotional.
People.
No, nothing like that. Miss Spathadia, it is not my intention to criticize anything or anyone. It's just biologically, Arcanists tend to be more sensitive and easily affected. I also like Arcanists, almost as much as I'm interested in mushrooms. That's why I study them. Do you smell something burning?
A fire! It's the flame I spat out! When did it grow so large?
I tried to warn you. It has grown larger and larger as your lizard hypothesis heated up. I'm sure the guards of Laplace will break in soon.
Security of Laplace Research Center Hospital taking over. All patients and non-staff, please follow me to evacuate the room. Evaluating fire level. Level 2. Extinguishing the fire. Source of ignition confirmed. Request for permission to use Kangaroo Foam Fire Extinguisher 3.
Wait! You can't put out my flame. It's important for me. Very, very important. I don't know why, but it's important, this is for sure. Those bubble kangaroos will kick its butt once they see the flames. I don't want that.
I'll protect it for you. Don't worry.
There you go. Now you're free from the fuzzy foam.
Thank goodness. Thank you. Though I still smell like a Joey, I'm much better now.
In the early stages of arcane ability awakening, the rate of Arcanus losing control can reach 74.3%. But it doesn't mean that you can set a fire in the clinic of the Laplace Research Center Hospital, or fight the security to protect the flame.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this, and I have no idea why my flame grew so large all of a sudden. That never happened before. I know I should have been responsible and noticed the anomaly earlier. I was completely lost in the argument.
The silver lining is, as the fire was still under control, they used the kangaroo foam fire extinguisher and thus it didn't cause any casualties. Please write down your emotional changes and physical reactions that occurred during the incident on this sheet of paper. We'll keep tracking your physical health information. The concentration potion is on that table, and there are blankets and Type 2 PMMA safety boxes in the cabinet under the table. Please keep the hazard sealed for safekeeping.
Okay, got it.
You are still in an unstable state. Please have a rest here and don't move around. If you need anything, please press the call bell on your left and our nursing staff will come to help.
Well, in case we burn another room. The box she mentioned is... Oh, here it is. I know freedom matters, little flame. But we have no choice. Sorry, buddy. Alright, listen. My teacher said fire needs oxygen to burn. So I'll leave a small window for you to breathe.
I have always wanted to see you.
What?
Go.
Are you talking? Gosh, the call bell. Where's the call bell?
Go back to Uluru. We must go back to Uluru Games.
Huh? Uluru? Uluru Games? You mean the Uluru Games? Oh, make it clear, little flame, make it clear! What's going on with the Uluru Games?